on the green, orange, violet mass of the grass in our perfect park, made of flecks of light and dark, and parasols, people strolling through the park of a small neighbor park on an island in the river. On an ordinary Sunday,
Good morning. Welcome here in the sanctuary. Welcome online to the Sunday service of the Unitarian Universalist Church of St. Petersburg. We're on land stolen from the Tocobaga and Seminole Native Americans. My name is Ben. My pronouns are he and they, and I am bisexual. June is Pride Month, so happy Pride, everyone. And also this week, in 1967, the U.S. Supreme Court decision, Loving versus Virginia, struck down state bans on interracial marriage. I'm excited to bring you today's worship. It's called Flourishing Together in Troubled Times. You already heard the amazing Liam Dunn and Todd Wellman. You will also hear from Mickey Rosenberg. And today's worship associate is Mr. Albie Cornett.
Thank you, Reverend Ben. My name is Albie, and my pronouns are he, him, his. If you want a church where, when the going gets tough, we strive to support one another and all marginalized groups, I have good news. You may have found your church home. The lighthearted energy of our children is welcome here, and we encourage our families to bring their children and grandchildren on a regular basis. In the back, there is a basket with fidget toys for children and adults.
And speaking of children, would you help us sing our children out to their classes? It's number 413 in the gray hymnal.
Go now in peace, go now in peace. May the spirit of love surround you everywhere, everywhere you may go.
We have 3 announcements this morning. I'll be in the library during coffee hour for Time with the Minister. We do this in the first Sundays of the month. We can continue the conversations that we begin here or talk about anything else that's on your mind.
It's the first Sunday of the month, so our LGBTQIA+ brunch will begin at 12:15 at the Neptune Grill in Gulfport. Allies are welcome.
Finally, our new member class is coming up on June 20th. That's a Saturday, from 10 to 4 with lunch provided. Now, this is where we explore Unitarian Universalism and what it means to be part of this congregation. If you're ready to take that step with Gigi and me as your facilitators, where's Gigi? Out greeting, yes.
Facilitating.
Then sign up at the welcome table during coffee hour.
Please do read the rest of your announcements in the order of service in our monthly newsletter and on the TV in Gilmore during coffee hour.
Now, as Unitarian Universalists, we're a people of diverse beliefs, but we share a common faith that what we do in the world matters, that every being is worthy of love, and that we're connected. We're connected to one another, we're connected to the earth. So whoever you are and wherever you are in your journey, you are welcome here.
And allow me to please give a special welcome to any newcomers. If you are new to UU St. Pete, or even relatively new, would y'all give a wave if you're comfortable doing so? Hi, good morning, good morning. If you'd like, you can briefly introduce yourself, and Reverend Ben will bring the microphone around to you so the folks on the live stream can hear what you're saying. You're under no obligation to say anything, but if you are willing, we'd love to get to know y'all. Going once. Going twice. No pressure. Nope.
I'm like trying to not look at the people who are new.
Yeah.
Not make eye contact. All right.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm still relatively new. I'm back after an 11-year break. So thank you, everyone, for putting your cell phones into worship mode or on mute. Please remember to ask for consent if you're going to hug or shake hands during our time to turn and greet our neighbors. Say hello to someone you aren't close friends with today so you can become close friends and share what brings you joy. It is now Greet Your Neighbors time. Howdy, howdy.
Please rise as you're willing and able for the first hymn. It's called Building a New Way, and it's number 1017 in the teal hymnal.
We are building a new way. We are building a new way. We are building a new way, feeling stronger every day. We are building a new way. We are working to be free. We are working to be free. We are working to be free. Hate and greed and jealousy. We are working to be free. We can feed our every need. We can feed feed our every need. We can feed our every need. Start with love, that is the seed. We can feed our every need. Peace and freedom is our cry. Peace and freedom is our cry. Peace and freedom is our cry. Without these, this world will die. Peace and freedom is our cry. Back to the first. We are building a new way. We are building a new way. We are building a new way, seeking stronger every day. We are building a new way.
Please remain standing for our chalice lighting. The flaming chalice is a reminder that we choose to focus here together for this time, and that we believe such time is sacred. When David Provost,
That's my fault.
when David Provost lights both the lighter candle and then our chalice, I invite you to say our covenant out loud. The words can be found within your programs and also online.
I was supposed to light the starter candle. I'm going to take the hit on that. It's actually like a trick birthday candle.
There we go. Woohoo. There's two hand movements that are optional, your hands to heart and then the hands reaching out like you are serving. Love is the spirit of this church and service its law. This is our great covenant, to dwell together in peace, to seek the truth in love, and to help one another. You may be seated.
We come to the time in our worship service for joys, sorrows, and concerns. Those of you on YouTube are not in this room, but your presence is still felt. Please type your joys and sorrows into the text chat. If you have a joy, sorrow, or concern to submit during the week, please write to Reverend Ben, minister at uustpete.org.
And Joe Wedman offered to help earlier. Do you mind doing the stones for me? Cool. So Joe Wedman will place a stone in the water for each one that was submitted this week. And we've already got some cards up here. If you have additional ones that need bringing up, you can do that now, just like you're doing, or a neighbor can bring it up for you. Once we have read each card, Albie and I will say the person's name out loud, and then we'll invite you to repeat the person's name. Actually, of these three cards, only one of them, that will work.
Great. Let's see. Each week, we try to appreciate someone who has done extraordinary work to advance our mission. This week, we would like to recognize Millie Jones as she retires from her role as a greeter leader.
Now, Millie has served this congregation. Where's Millie this morning? There she is. Millie served this congregation as a greeter, as the leader who organized and supported all 4 greeter teams when I begged her to do that, and most recently as the week 1 greeter leader. Greeters are often the first people members and guests meet when they arrive at UU St. Pete, but their ministry extends well beyond a friendly welcome. Greeters help ready the space, welcome people at the door, offer orders of service, answer questions, and support visitors as they find their way. They monitor the entrances along worship, they count attendance, and they collect the offering. Their work brackets the worship service with welcome, care, safety, and practical support.
Millie has helped recruit, train, schedule, encourage, and guide the people who do this work Sunday after Sunday. Her steady leadership has shaped the experience of countless people who have walked through our doors. After the service, we'll have a chance to celebrate Millie and all the volunteers together during coffee hour. I hope you'll join us in celebrating her service to UUSP. Millie Jones.
Millie Jones. A stone of joy and gratitude for the president of our Unitarian Universalist Association, Reverend Dr. Sophia Betancourt, and another stone for the UUA staff and leaders, especially the staff from our UUA Southern Region office, Sophia Betancourt.
Sophia Betancourt. We have a card from Laura, who has a stone of joy. Laura says, I am looking forward to my belated Mother's Day celebration with my grands today. Jaws with the family.
Oh, nice. We have a stone of sorrow from Asher Carlson. Asher says, please keep my father, Bill Carlson, in your thoughts and prayers as he transitions into hospice care. Bill Carlson.
Bill Carlson. We do have a stone of concern from my friend Kimberly, who is concerned that the upcoming June 14th No Kings free online concert isn't getting enough publicity. So if we want to share that with our friends and neighbors, the address is nokings.org.
A stone of joy from Claudia Sundman. It's actually a stone of joy and concern. The Southside Tabernacle Food Pantry is still collecting empty egg cartons for their food distributions. Please give them to Claudia, who is that person raising her hand, or leave them on the table next to the kitchen side door.
I'm fresh out.
Then we have one final one, a joyous sorrow from Janice. Joy that I've found my way to this church. Special thanks to Liam, Todd, and the music team for bringing so much beauty every week. My sorrow is to be leaving for the summer with a joyous fall return. Much love to all. Thank you, Janice.
Janice. Ooh, sorry, Kimberly and Laura, I forgot. I get so nervous, I don't want to mess up somebody's concern. And we will place the final stone for those joys and concerns that remain in our hearts, perhaps too tender to be spoken out loud.
And may all of us find a comforting and compassionate presence in the warmth of fellowship and the warmth of community.
We now invite you to say the first sentence of the UU St. Pete mission aloud. It is printed in your order of service.
Our mission is to be an inclusive, evolving, religious community that inspires spiritual and intellectual growth to make our world a better place. The mystery is that we are connected even when we feel apart. So let's rejoice in our beloved community that makes of the many one. And let's take about a minute of silence together.
Spirit of life, come unto me. Sing in my heart all the stirrings of compassion. Blow in the wind, rise in the sea. the shape of justice. Roots hold me close, wings set me free. Spirit of life, come to me, come to me.
Good morning, y'all.
Good morning.
Good morning. I will see if I can just awkwardly forget to do a couple more things today. And in the meantime, I am going to perform for y'all a little spoken word piece that I created. It is called "The Everyman Relates to Tales of Poverty at Last." There exists a certain spectrum in the space from cold to kind, from Roddenberry's vision to the bootstraps of dismissal. One used to knock at doors, returning, borrowing half cups of flour, an economy of care, each interaction trending warmer, colder. Saintly Rogers trains up neighbors while Justice Thomas rules. That's just too bad, 'cause I got mine. As Lady Day would say, God bless the child who pulls his ladder up behind, instead of paying forward. A certain breed of the heartless excels at growing via microscopic cracks, allegedly how the light gets in, even round the Oval Office, where suddenly Reagan's favor stem cells and Cheney wants his daughter's rights to marry. The scholars call it empathy of personal proximity. There are among us certain monsters, conceiving welfare queens, who feel no pangs of hunger, fear, cold, sorrow, like unto their own. And so it shall be, to a lesser extent, as the out-of-touch middle-class persons you've met who have failed for a decade at reading the room slowly notice this collapse, slowly. As classmates drop out from their kids' private schools, as their cousin-in-law gets deported, as the secretary skimps her lunch again, they slowly notice. My suddenly homeless aged colleague who 4 months ago moved into my miserable spare room, although he works a 50-hour week, noticed ages ago. My sidekick, gently dying while denied, delayed, deposed, gives up on the food bank, though cupboards are bare, 'cause the line is too long and she's no gas to spare. And my partner, full-time desk job, can barely make the rent for healthcare costs. And mutual aid can only spread so thin. Oh, only so far. That's black and white as monopoly rulings. The bailouts go to bankers, and all our money hidden under Park-Free Corner is forbidden. My tribe clutches its sole $500 bill, oddly colored, torn up corners, which we sneak between person, to each according to his cannon, iron, warship need. Yes, I myself once borrowed it to bail our late lamented alcoholic Douglas out of jail. Go fund me, go fund you, go and fund de-loop-de-loo. The billionaires sing, go fund yourself. We all fall down. Students of history leaning for some pendulum, off-balance bowlers, left, go left. We recall time's implacable pacing is measured not only in Dr. King's great-grandfather clock swing towards justice, but also by some big-ass hourglass, where compassionate moments are measured in tiny, ticking grains of sand, where child strangers meet upon the beach to call a spade a plaything to share, where baby steps towards solidarity solidify to sands, sands blown into dunes so huge you'd have to expect to see a couple camels, perhaps even Peter O'Toole, 'cause tiny act compassions in the economic algorithm do trend skyward. So, count a couple specks of solidarity with me. 1, 2, 3. If all my stretch far-reaching across that aisle did was pull my back, if some grains became motes in mine eye, so mote it be. My free parking collective elects to protect, to gently close, in my case, slam and cuss our doors in selfish faces. Every few years, we bend the hinge in case they are ready to shuffle in to embrace the community chest. In case self-centered citizens learn to love the oppressed, to let light in, we crack the door to peekaboo and ask, are you ready yet to play nice and share with others, with the othered indivisible? Our single crumpled play money pluribus bill still flows to those in need of hope. To form a rosy ring around the souls who need it most, like this, and duck, a duck, a duck, goose, tag. You are it.
If you find yourself knowing any of this, please do sing along. It's 9 o'clock on a Saturday. The regular crowd shuffles in. There's an old man sitting next to me, making love to his tonic and gin. He says, son, can you play me a memory? I'm not really sure how it goes, but it's sad and it's sweet, and I knew it complete when I wore a younger man's clothes. Da 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 da. Sing us a song, you're the piano man. Sing us a song tonight. Well, we're all in the mood for a melody, and you've got us feeling alright. Now John at the bar is a friend of mine. He really drinks for free, and he's quick with a joke or to light up your smoke, but there's some place that he'd rather be. He says, Bill, I believe this is killing me, as a smile ran away from his face. Well, I'm sure that I could be a movie star if I could get out of this place. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Sing us a song, you're the piano man. Sing us a song tonight. Well, we're all in the mood for a melody, and you've got us feeling alright. Now Paul is a real estate novelist who never had time for a wife. And he's talking with Davy, who's still in the Navy and probably will be for life. And the waitress practicing politics as the businessman slowly gets stoned. Yes, they're sharing a drink they call loneliness, but it's better than drinking alone. Sing us a song, you're the piano man. Sing us a song tonight. Well, we're all in the mood for a melody, and you've got us feeling alright. It's a pretty good crowd, folks. And the piano sounds like a carnival, and the microphone smells like a beer. And they sit at the bar and put bread in my jar and say, man, what are you doing here? Da 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 da. Sing us a song, you're the piano man. Sing us a song tonight. We're all in the mood for a melody, and you've got us feeling alright.
Thank you, Todd. Thank you, Liam. Thank you, Mickey. Thank you, Albie. How many of you were here last Sunday for Susan Bonavie and Courtney Prokopis' worship service? I saw it on YouTube. It was amazing. They're neither of them here, I don't think, but please join me in thanking them for the work that they did last Sunday, leading worship. I asked them at the very last minute. Susan and Courtney wrapped up our May theme of Awakening Curiosity, and the theme for June is Flourishing Together. So today's topic is the first of that. It's Flourishing Together in Troubled Times. I'll begin with a quote from the great Maya Angelou, who said, "My mission in life is not merely to survive, but to flourish, and to do so with some passion, some compassion, some humor, and some style." Thank you, Maya Angelou. Some of you thought I was sick last week, apparently, so I wasn't. My wife Lucinda and I just returned from our 20th anniversary cruise around the Caribbean, and it was a lovely few days. What'd I say? Oh, I said 20th. We've been married 25 years, not... It's even written down correctly. It was a love. We had just received these gorgeous gifts from William and supported by so many of you. So I was really floating high, I guess, on this cruise, and also had no access to the news. When I returned last Thursday, I figured not much had happened while I was away. Not so. Turns out the Department of Defense has eliminated Unitarian Universalism from their list of designated religions. UU service people buried in veteran cemeteries may no longer get chalices engraved on their headstones. So Unitarian Universalism along with pagans, humanists, Jains, Native American religious traditions, and many others have been eliminated. Out of over 200 previous designations, only 31 remain, and 22 of them are Christian. Then on top of that, the administration said they would prioritize the, quote, identification and neutralization of secular political groups whose ideology is anti-American, pro-transgender, and anarchist. It goes on to say, we will use all the tools available to us to map them at home, identify their membership, and use law enforcement tools to cripple them operationally. In the midst of this, I saw some of you at Gulfport Pride yesterday, and while we were gone, St. Petersburg raised their pride flag over City Hall last week, but a Florida law against diversity, equity, and inclusion goes into effect on January 1st, so some say this might be the last pride flag flown above City Hall. Then finally, an unhoused woman named Candace Roberts was hit and killed by a St. Pete garbage truck while sleeping in an alleyway. So again, this topic for today is flourishing together in troubled times, but with just these 4 examples, the phrase troubled times seems like an almost laughable understatement. And when I wrote this reflection, I wondered how I could preach about surviving together, much less flourishing together. Some online memes use humor to fend off despair. One of them you might have seen features a cute little bunny, some smiling birds under a rainbow, and above the animals it says, "We're all in this together." And underneath in smaller print it says, "Like hostages." I've told the Zen story before about the monk being chased by a tiger. The monk comes to a cliff's edge. Since the tiger's right behind him, he grabs a vine and swings himself over the edge. Then he looks down the cliff, sees 2 more tigers waiting for him to fall. The vine's roots then begin to slip. And just then the monk sees a small bush growing right above him at the cliff's edge. And in that bush he sees a beautiful red strawberry. So as the vine is slipping, as he's holding on, as the tigers are waiting, the monk grabs this beautiful strawberry and picks it and eats it, and it tasted so delicious. Now, like all Zen stories, you can derive many meanings from this. The one I'm going to focus on today is this: we can thrive, even for a moment, even in the face of certain doom. The monk in this story is well aware of the danger. He doesn't ignore the tigers or the cliff. He does what he can to protect himself, yet he's still able to savor that moment, to flourish, even for the time it takes to eat a strawberry. Beloveds, the tigers are chasing us. If you haven't seen them chasing you, then be sure they are chasing your LGBTQIA+ beloveds, your undocumented beloveds, your BIPOC beloveds. Remember, BIPOC means Black, Indigenous, people of color. So if you don't see tigers chasing you, link arms with the ones they are chasing. Because the tiger might run after a single monk, but it might stop if it sees hundreds of us with our arms linked. And when you feel alone, when the tigers come at night, look for the strawberries around you. Have you found any recently? What are the strawberries that you've found? What helps you not just to survive, but to thrive in these troubled times? For me, it's my connection to something bigger than myself. So my spiritual belief is I believe and I feel a connection to a living mother goddess and my connection to all of you. But some of you might connect to Allah rather than the goddess or Jesus or other gods and goddesses that are now probably banned by the military. Or some of you might connect to this church community or another community or a social justice movement. And some of my strawberries are in the news alongside the horrifying stories. It's talked about the local victories over data center developments and the national victories over preventing ICE warehouse prisons from opening, the size of the Nose Kings events, the Indiana courts granting religious minorities the exception to the state's abortion ban, and New York City Mayor Mamdani kicking off Pride Month with a Trans Rights Are Human Rights campaign. Are any of these strawberries to you? What strawberries have you found? I want to hear a couple of strawberries that you found within this context. Ann? Oh yeah, the Trump name being taken off the Kennedy Center, right? What else? Coming to church today. Thank you, Christine. All right, we'll be thinking some more. Because the next question is, how do you find your strawberries? So how did you find this news story? How did you find our church? I am usually guided to strawberries by our UU values: justice, equity, and transformation, pluralism, interdependence, and generosity, all with love at the center. JET-LPIG is our acronym. I'm guided by my love for Lucinda, my love for my mother, Johanna, my love for all of you and for all the beings on this planet. That guides me to my strawberries. What guides you to your strawberries? Either you two or someone else. How do you find them? Yeah, Peter.
New York Times is selling it.
The New York Times sells strawberries. How do you find? Yeah. Yeah, you. Andy who? Oh, Andy Borowitz, the writer. Yes, the comic writer. How do you find your strawberries? Yeah, Mike. By not relying on traditional news sites. Yeah, thank you. Albee tells us that compassionate moments are measured in tiny, ticking grains of sand, where child strangers meet on the beach. Let me do that again. Where child strangers meet upon the beach to call a spade a plaything to share. Where baby steps towards solidarity solidified as sands blown into dunes. And Billy Joel talks about sharing a drink they call loneliness, but it's better than drinking alone. Okay, I feel a little better. You guys look a little better. You looked a little grim at the beginning after my 4 news stories. But it is a tall order, isn't it? Asking one another to flourish in troubled times. Surviving sometimes feels like a stretch. But I am asking you to find your strawberries, to flourish together. Because I think that might be the only way through this. Flourishing. Finding joy, building sandcastles, linking arms. Janae posted yesterday suggesting we take a 10-minute walk without our phone. We can be like Maya Angelou, whose mission in life is not merely to survive, but to flourish. We can be like the late, great Reverend Jesse Jackson told us to keep hope alive. Keep hope alive. I have to hope that freedom is coming. It might not. And the dire news makes it seem improbable. But we've done improbable things before. I mentioned my he, they pronouns and being bisexual earlier, and I'll say that every Sunday during Pride Month. Someone who used to go here said they found it, quote, disgusting that I would come out as bi from the pulpit. Of course, that made me want to do it more. And I haven't seen them in a while. Bless them. Albie and I and other members of the LGBTQIA+ community, which some call the queer community, we stand on the shoulders of drag queens like Marsha P. Johnson of the Stonewall Uprising in 1969. They persevered, they flourished, even during troubled times. We are this month able to march in the Pride Parade because of the work they have done. So our rainbow banners were erased from our streets. Our pride flags might be banned from City Hall next year, but they cannot erase our movement against homophobia, against biphobia, against transphobia. They cannot erase our movement to love one another, no matter what gender. And black members of this church stand on the shoulders of the Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., Fannie Lou Hamer, and many others. They persevered, they flourished during troubled times. You are able to vote because of the work they did. Yet the Black History Matters mural was erased. The Voting Rights Act is being dismantled. Florida teachers are punished for teaching accurate history, but they cannot erase the movement against white supremacy, against institutionalized racism. They cannot erase our movement to judge human beings not by the color of the skin, but by the content of their character. And Unitarian Universalists have sided with love for centuries. And we stand on the shoulders of abolitionists and suffragists like Frances Ellen Watkins Harper, Olympia Brown, and Theodore Parker. They persevered, they flourished even during troubled times. We built this church over 100 years ago, and really they built the foundations. So our UU designation may have been erased from the Department of Defense, but they cannot erase our religious movement for justice, interdependence, and love. Let's face the tigers together with our arms linked. We can't pretend they're not there, so let's face them together. Remember, you are not alone. And if it's too much for you to face them, turn off the news for a while. Go behind that first line of people linking their arms. But then come back, because trans people, undocumented people, BIPOC people, they're always on that front line. Let's find our strawberries and flourish, even if it's for a short time, even for the length of a strawberry. Let's connect with something greater than ourselves and be guided by our UU values. I have to hope that freedom is coming. Let us work together to make it so. Amen. Ashe. Blessed be.
We eat fruit from trees planted long before we were born. May we plant seeds that bear fruit long after we're gone. In the sanctuary, the offering will now be given and received.
your gifts, which are given in love, are received with great joy. Thank you. Please rise as you're willing and able for our closing hymn, Freedom is Coming. It's number 1035 in the teal hymnal.
Although you're not going to need those books, put those books down. We're going to teach it to you. We're not even doing the version in the book.
All right, okay.
Oh freedom, oh freedom, oh freedom, freedom is coming. Oh yes, I know, oh yes, I know, oh yes, I know, freedom is coming. That's the whole song. You ready? Oh freedom, oh freedom, oh freedom, freedom is coming. Oh yes, I know, oh yes, I know, oh yes, I know, freedom is coming. Oh freedom, oh freedom, oh freedom, freedom is coming. Oh yes, I know, oh yes, I know, oh yes, I know, freedom is coming. Nice and quiet. Oh freedom, oh freedom, oh freedom, freedom is coming. Oh yes, I know, oh yes, I know, oh yes, I know, freedom is coming. Nice and big. Oh freedom, oh freedom, oh freedom, freedom is coming. Oh yes, I know, oh yes, I know, oh yes, I know, freedom is coming. One last time. Oh freedom, oh freedom, oh freedom, freedom is coming. Oh yes, I know, oh yes, I know, oh yes, I know, freedom is coming.
You may be seated.
Our closing words are by feminist author Rebecca Solnit. Hope is not a lottery ticket you can sit on the sofa and clutch, feeling lucky. Hope is an axe you break down doors with in an emergency. Now please remain seated as Liam plays our closing music, which today will be groovy, Fly Me to the Moon. Thank you, Liam. That was as groovy as I had promised. As we release the flame, we invite you to follow along with the hand gestures, light of truth, warmth of love, fire of courage, as David Provost extinguishes our chalice. The words to UUSP's traditional chalice extinguishing are in your order of service.
We extinguish this flame, but not the light of truth, the warmth of love, or the fire of courage. These we carry in our hearts and out into the world. Our worship is over, but our service begins. Please join us for coffee hour in Gilmore Hall, and feel free to join me either with the time for the minister here or the brunch afterwards in Gulfport, or both. I will be offering glitter blessings today and every Sunday of Pride Month. We hope this time together will help you through your week, will help you remember you are not alone. Blessings.